Hello and welcome to another edition to the Before You Shine project. In this part, we will be focusing on creating a job board. We will be creating a homepage with all the job posts, and then we will be creating the detail. And in the last bit, as a sort of like an extra video, we will be creating a dynamic buttons so you can share with the proper SEO settings your project. Don't forget that you can clone the whole project. I will leave the link in the description from the showcase from Webflow, so you can check everything what I've created already in the video, or you can download all of the assets from the assets manager. If you will need any help with it, let me know in comments. In the first part, we will be creating the home, or like a list of all of the job posts, and we will be creating the first two collections for the company and for the job description, and basically for all the details about the job. So let's look at how to do that. In this part, we will be actually reworking a page called Internships, which you might remember if you took on the course, which I created previously. Previously, it was just a page where we were collecting a email address for the people who will be searching in Czech Republic for a internships. But now, since the project moved on, we want to actually create a whole internships page as a job board, as basically a list of internships with a positions. And then once you get through this arrow to the detail, you will see a bunch of details, which will be again simple rich text, which we have already styled from the blog detail. In other words, normal job board, nothing serious. We will have a list of collections of those positions. We will keep the input, which you've seen here, for the sidebar as well, so people can still sign up, get new positions to their email. And yeah, I think it will be pretty much easy. And then the last thing which we will do is a dynamic button, where we will use a simple custom code from my colleagues Valdo and Anna to create a dynamic button, so you can always share the detail of the post on your social media. So let's start with this one. So we want to create the headline, intern with us, not the bold text. Awesome. And then we will jump here, startup internships. This is great that we already have the structure. And if you don't know how I created this one, I will leave the link to the video where I'm creating this one. It's really short video. I think it's more of just like a form with a one piece of collecting emails. Yeah, so again, similar stuff. Once you're copying something into Webflow, always be sure that you're not getting the bold text, which is getting it from the sketch file. That's one slightly thing which you need to always be careful about, because this is really happening most of the time. You can always do a Command Option Shift and V, but obviously that's a lot of keystrokes. But yeah, let's try that right now. I think it works. It might not be working. Oh, it's actually working. Awesome. So yeah, it's Command Option Shift V to get it without the styling, so you can ignore the bold text. But yeah, be sure whenever you're doing this, be sure that you're styling it properly. So we have a first thing which we need to do is Visby regular, and the padding is, or the margin is 10 pixels. Here we have 20. We will use something different this time. I think we can actually duplicate this one, and it will be internships, subheadline, and we will do 10 pixels. And this one doesn't need, well, it can be the internships subheadline as well. Internships. Second subheadline. And that one was just regular. Right? 22, 32. Awesome. And then this one obviously has the 10. Actually, this one already have 10. Right, makes sense. Cool. We will keep this. Now we need to sort of create the structure, which I don't have yet in any other page. So we will create it with 2 divs and then obviously flexbox. And then on mobile, we will just move all of this below the actual job post. So, or we can actually use the grid. How is this one styled? Right, it's 4 columns. How is this designed? So it's 8 and 4, right? That means that's 6, right? That's probably nothing serious. Awesome. So now let's create those 2 columns. I think that will be the smartest option here. So we will have this one as the headline. That will be sort of like the left column. We don't need to necessarily style it, I think, or give it a class. I think that's not important at this stage, because it won't really have any properties at this point. Cool. And now we have this one, which will be here, column span 2, and this one will have column span of 4. Awesome. Now we need to polish the form block here. There might be some freestyled for the field, exactly what I thought. Type your email here, right? Submit button is massive, but that's sort of how it's created. Yeah, I think this works. I think this works for this one. We just need a headline, stay up to date. We might already have this somewhere, so let's check on home. We can use this one, H3, and then internships. Right. And stay up to date. So we have the first part here. Now let's look at if we can reuse something, and I think we can use, again, copy this one and use the one for wanna work with us. So this will be wanna work with us. We will grab this paragraph. So this part is obviously for if some company will find out about Before You Shine, and they want to get in touch with my girlfriend to discuss what positions they have opened for their potential candidates for the internship. Here we might actually get some more space. Right. So sizing and grow if possible for the form block. Awesome. And now we just need the link below the wanna work with us. So we will take it from here, probably not. We can take it from here. Meet our mentors. This one is the only one which isn't connected via the data, so that's why I took it from there. Awesome. Meet our mentors. So far it's going pretty fast because I'm usually just copying stuff from the stuff which I created before. Again, don't forget copying without the styles. Yeah, that's one tough one for me. Awesome. So now we only missing the line which again we can take from here, I think. Yes. So let's put it here and then put it between. And now we can see that we got the div block 2 because we had to put it as the flexbox. So now let's rename this internships wanna work with us rep. That's a really long name for the class. Cool. Let's create a divider now. How much was it? 30. Yeah, let's do 30. Let's do 30. So it's 30 here. Actually, you know what? I think the easier way now it would be here to create a shadow or border actually at the bottom of the section, at the bottom of the internships. So now let's grab the divider color. Jeez. Let's grab the divider color and actually edit here. Divider color. Awesome. And now, instead of doing this, we can actually just use margin to make the space below the divider and then create space like this with a padding. And now we have the line. Let's check if it's not. Yes, it looks great. It looks great. Awesome. One last thing here. Let's make this link as a mail to Clara at beforeyoushine.com. And now let's say internships with internship with before you shine. Great. So this one will be the same. So let's mail to internship. Awesome. The last bit which we are missing is the violet section. So let's add one more div block, which is the how it works section. So what's the padding here? And it's 40. So how it's internships, how it works rep. We will have 40 padding on all sides. We will use white text and we will grab the violet from here. Oh geez, again. From here, this is happening to me every time. Now let's add the title. This one is getting the black from somewhere. Interesting. Why is it getting black? Looks like H3 are defined as a black one. Why is that? Very interesting. So, how it works? This one is actually getting some massive padding as well. So it's 20 from the title. So now let's do 20. So it's yes. This is great. And now for this one, I don't think we need to use a list of items. I think we can just roll with text block. Yeah, I think so. That will be easier. Cool. So we will have padding. This one will be slightly trickier. We will have 14. This one have 10. Let's try it then. Let's try it then how it works. And let's see how it works. Awesome. So all paragraphs are also black. Now all paragraphs are using the black with 70%. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let's do how it works. Item. We will do white, and then let's copy the text. And this one we need to slightly polish. Hit intern, wait. Hit I want an internship, which will be 12, bold, and 14. Right. We won't use bold, but we will wrap it with span so we can create the button effect. It's actually quite tricky to do it in Sketch. You've seen how I created it here, but in Webflow it will be super simple. So it's 12, 8, 12, 8, and then 12 and bold. So wrap with span, make it block. Oops. Jeez. So not block. Let's do inline. Right, that's it. 12, 12, 18, and then 12, and 14, I think it was. Yes, 14, so that's the default. And then bold and capital letters. And not white, but violet. And then color for background and white, and we have the button. Awesome. See, so that's how it's easy to do this in Webflow compared to doing it in Sketch, which was really painful. Now let's just trying to create one more space. I think it's fine. It's quite close to it actually. Let's do the margins on side. Yeah, this looks way better. Awesome. So we have one. We don't need the span anymore. So let's remove the span. Awesome. And now let's just copy the text. Awesome. The paragraph is adding 10 pixels at the bottom, so we don't need 40, we need just 30 to make it 40 from all sides. The only thing which I think we might need better spacing here, and let's do that right now. So currently it's adding 10, but we want 16, and that's already giving better spacing. And I think one more thing here would be nice to give the title again slightly bigger breathing space, mainly from the span. And we will do that right now. So how it works, title, and we will put there 20. Maybe even 25. Looks wider. Oh yeah, I'm actually missing the button. I was just like, why is it so weird? Yeah, so let's create the button as well. So we will put this as a flexbox, vertical. We will now use the stretch for the button. And now let's add the button. I'm just thinking, how are we doing it here? Button. So it's a link block with a text block inside. You can do this obviously only with just the link block. I think that's the easiest way in this case. But to be sure that in the future we won't be ever adding a icon or something and we will be struggling, it's always better to keep it in the link block. So you might add like an arrow or something in the future for some user testing or something. This should be centered though, I think. We have the button, and now let's publish the padding as well. I want an internship. Cool. And now, obviously, I didn't realize that we want it like this. And from the text, it should be 25. It should be 25. But, right, we can do a combo class here, or create a div block. I think let's create div block to make it consistent. And now let's do 25. This one is adding 16 already. It might be too much. So let's add 10. Cool, and together it's 25 obviously. Awesome. So we have the sidebar. And now let's create the collection so we can add the internships. We will go to our collections. Let's do the internships. So let's do internships. Internships. So we will have a company. We will have name of the position name. We will have company name. I'm just now thinking it might be smart to have a companies as a separate collection and then just assign it always to the job post. That will also allow in the future have a page of all the positions from one particular company. Yeah, let's explore that. That's fine. So we will have let's finish this one. So we will have position name. That's date of edit. So that will be edited by Webflow itself. And now position. Location. So let's remove the company name. Actually, you know what we need? We need more. I just realized. We need location. How much do they pay? Salary. Time. So that's like time per day, per week. Cool. So we have location, salary, and then we need the rich text, which is the description. Internship description. So create collection. And now we need to add the companies. Jobs, companies. Company. So company name and then the icon. Create collection. And now let's improve this one as well. We will have a reference to the company. And let's take the jobs companies. This one will be required. Position name, right? Location doesn't have to be, but yeah, it should be. I think everything should be required. Salary might not have to be. Time probably not as well. Yeah, so let's do internship description. That's definitely required. And save. Awesome. So let's add one company so we can work it out. Deep note. And let's download an icon from somewhere. Awesome. So we have a deep note logo. create. Awesome. So we have one company, and now we need a, this is strange. Now we need a one position. So we will have data scientist. So we have the description. I think so. Awesome. I think that's enough for now. Yep. So we have the title here, the top section. And now we need to add the jobs. So we will create a collection list. We will connect it to the internships. We already see our first internship item, whatever. And then we will now style the collection item, and we will be done with it, with the homepage for it, for now at least. So let's use this one. So we will always have the images. I figured this sort of weird logic to have the ones which are sort of like squarish in the center, and the ones which are longer, which might be super long, like I don't know, like Coca-Cola, for example, will be still sort of able to be visible in better size, I guess. So let's do 76, 76 and 56 for the image. So we will use this one, and then fixed width 76, 56. For the collection item also, we will create a padding of 20, and we will edit the divider as we learned a moment before. So 2020, 2020, and bottom border with the divider color. Now let's add the logo. So we will get this one from background image, company, icon, bank. We have the icon. Right, so let's use contain. That's quite big. The PNG here was smarter, but yeah, whatever. So we have the icon. Jesus, that's massive. Okay, let's add bigger padding. That might solve it. Cool. 25 image. This will be the internship company avatar, and then we will do 25 from side, from right side. No, it's actually 40. It's actually 40. And now let's add the remaining details. Cool. We actually didn't notice that we are lacking the space here, so this one should have 40 below it. So let's add at least 20 here. Right. Nice. So we have the internship job item. And now we need the title of the position. We won't use H3 to be honest. We will use just text block. We will use text block, which will get the text from company. We will flex it, centered, deep note, position name, and then there is a divider and date posted, created on, and let's see if there is a option which I have here. Exactly, it is. Awesome. So now let's put this together. Flex, data scientist. We can then here use the same logic. Oh no, let's do divider here, because we wanted to be sure that it's proper one. G. Awesome. With 1. And let's do like 20. So let's do 24. Yep, I think that's working. Slightly bigger margin. Yes, 12s work great. Internships divider. Internship job item. Now we need one more div block. Well, we will need probably more for the position here, and this one is 14 and this one is 20 and 30. Okay, let's do 20, 30. Don't prolong it too much, Hansa. And then this one is 50% of black. 50% of black already here. Awesome. And now we have the details here, but now we need the location. Yeah, this will be div block. This will be div block. Definitely, because we also need the icons. So we have 3 icons here. So this one is icon pin, icon time, icon salary. Let's export this as SVG. Cool. Let's add the pin. Awesome. And now we just need a 14, 14, 5, 5. Paddings, 14, 5, 5, 5. Well, let's do with rounded numbers, 15, 15. And center it. Interesting for now. Cool. $12.22. That's pretty small. $12.22. Internship tag. Tag text. Internship tag text. We can actually start the margin here, I think. Yeah, 15. And this one should be 12. That's really small. 14. 22. Great. No spacing below. Full on color. And then do border. Now it looks a little bit like a link, which we don't want to. It actually should be 9. Let's make it 8. Yeah, let's do black and medium. Yep, I think that's looking great. And just do margin from here. Let's do 10. The icon is huge. Huge. I think it will be smarter to have it with some spacing. Yeah, let's make it smaller. That's big. This is actually also slightly bigger than I expected. Yes, maybe even the spacing here is too much. Yes, I think this is looking great. So the last bit which we are missing is the arrow. And now just let's add one more thing here. Collection list wrapper can have the... This isn't styled yet, but it can be. Internships hero text wrap. Yeah. Awesome. So we're missing only the arrow. Let's grab it from here. Add it here. Actually, one more thing. Right, we will need to wrap it. We will need to wrap it because you can't turn collection items into links. So let's add one more div block. Let's add one more div block. Which we can then, like this, convert to a link block. No decorations. Great. And black. Awesome. The whole thing should be clickable. And now, only thing remaining. This doesn't have to be styled. Yeah, this should be styled. Internship job item. But we will put it here. Internship job item. Wow, this is getting somewhere. Great. And now just wrap this one. So we can do the space between. Great. And then I have obviously this one is centered as well. Cool. I think I'm mumbling here slightly, but just trying to get somewhere. Text block. Let's add 5 here as well. That's maybe too much. Let's do like. Would be nice to obviously see it with more items, so we can see how it works, how it is working together. We can actually try it like this. Yeah, I think this is looking really cool. Yeah. Funny that I'm surprised, but I haven't seen it before as well, so. Not sure if this thing should be whole clickable. Let me know in comments what do you think about this, but I think it should be because, and this is what we will do right now. Let's style the one, which actually makes sense, and let add a little interaction. So mouse hover, start an animation, text link hover on, yes, start an animation. Text link hover off. for those who didn't see the previous ones, it's adding to a class called link arrow an interaction of moving from 0 pixels to 4 pixels within 2 milliseconds. And then the one which is going off is obviously just taking it back to 0 pixels. And then once hovered, the arrow is moving. Same here. Not exactly a fan of these being too active. Why are these going on? Because text on hover is going to violet, right? Right. And then here, let's do the thing as well, like we did last time. Let's just add this to yes. Great. Great. Cool. And then one last thing before we will obviously polish this mess. Let's add the 30 pixels padding from side. And that was super easy. Cool. So that was the home. As the last bit, I basically renamed all of the classes, which I think was kind of boring to record. Another 5 minutes of watching me renaming classes. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And we will see each other in the next video, which will be the job detail. As the last thing, I'm still really trying to figure it out how to work out the microphone and the whole sound, since I can't really stay in one position for like an hour and a half. To basically just stare and speak into one point, because I have to really see the keyboard and stuff. So bear with me, I'm still getting there. I already bought 2 other microphones which I can clip in, so I will test those in the upcoming days, and hopefully the sound will improve over the time, and it will be way better in the upcoming videos. So see you there.